Heads up, this podcast more than likely contains strong language, tongue-in-cheek humor, and suggestive remarks.
I've become hyperfixated on you.
Hello, and welcome to the Hyper Podcast, where two likable people who like talking talk to people they like about things that the people they like to see if we could like it too. I'm here as usual with my very best friend, Teddy.
Hello, and I'm here as usual with my very best friend, Anna.
Woo!
Ooh.
And we have got...
How long have we been busy mates for, actually? It's got to be like nearly 20 years. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, nearly 20 years.
Fuck me. That's a long time. But then again, is it really a long time, or are we just like scared of getting old?
It's the blink of an eye in the life of an elf. And let me tell you...
Yeah.
Actually, no, I won't tell you.
Oh.
Because
Oh.
just now, before recording, we were like, okay, how are we going to start this? And you were like, oh, I've got this, and this. And in my head...
Oh, are you worried you're going to just like take it away?
In my head, I'm like, I want to talk about The Hobbit, but I won't talk about The Hobbit.
We can always talk about The Hobbit next time.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
The Hobbit is good. But do you know what else is good? Tomodach-eevee Island, which we were going to
Here
talk about
we
in
go.
the previous episode. And we didn't get around to it because we had that was such a good episode. Polly was so full of energy and everything. We just kept getting so distracted.
She brings
But we
the
were going to
fun.
talk about Tomodach-eevee Island, which will be so... It would have been out for months by the time this goes up. But I was behind anyway when I got it, but I did get it, and I was like, oh, I don't know who to put on my fucking island. So I put like I did some Dispatch fan art where I gender bent the characters. So I put some gender bent Dispatch
Oh, you
people
put them
on
in
the
there?
island. Yeah, I did. I put Bertie and Karen on my island.
Oh, nice.
I put my VTuber on my island, and it was like, you need more people. It was up my arse to get at least 6 me's on this island. And I was like, oh my god, I don't know who else to add, and I'd been all in my feels. So Chapel Roan's Midwest Princess and Ash Nico's Smoochie albums had been playing on repeat on my Spotify. And I was like, okay, well, I'll add Ash Nico as Ash, and I'll add Chapel Roan as Church Merle.
Oh, yeah, I remember you mentioning Church.
And I stuck them both in there, and it was like, you need a 6th person. I was like, oh my god. And so I stuck a humanized version of Eevee in there, Pokemon. I was like, great, I've got 6 people in here. And then they all started falling in love with each other.
Oh, no.
And I can't remember who, I think it was like Church Merle and Ash Nico fell in love with each other on my island. I was like, oh my god. And they like moved in together. I was like, oh my god. And then they got married. I was like, oh my god.
So who's falling in love with humanoid Eevee?
My VTuber did. I think that Eevee fell in love with my VTuber, and then and I was like, you know what? The VTuber is basically me, and I fucking love Eevee.
That's true.
Even though my love for Eevee is platonic, my Tamagotchi VTuber's love for Eevee is very romantic and sexual because they had a kid today.
What? Really?
Yeah. all 3 couples have had a kid. So Karen, who is Flambe's gender bend, was crushing on Bertie, which is Robert's gender bend, for like days. They were the longest running crush, I think, and it took ages for Bertie to feel the same way. And so obviously when they got married and wanted a kid, I was like, they're gonna have Beef, the Chihuahua. I made a human version of Beef, the Chihuahua.
Oh my god, is there like a maximum number of characters you can have on your island?
I think it's like something like 32 or something.
Oh, loads. Okay, I thought it was
That's
6.
a lot. I'm like, I don't even know where I'd put all of these houses. No, I think 6 is the minimum you need for like you to unlock most of the game's stuff. But like you can get more because I've got 9 now. Because yeah, they had Beef. My VTuber and Eevee had obviously the first of the evolutions, Vaporeon. I called her Portia.
Oh my god.
And Church Merle and Ash had Billie Eilish.
Of course they did. That makes sense.
Didn't know who else. I was like, you know what? Because I called their house the Gal Pal's house because obviously I think Chapel Roan fully identifies as a lesbian now. Ashniko is non-binary and I think pansexual,
Mm-hmm.
and then Billy's recently come out as bisexual, and I was like, I can add her to the Gal Pal house
Mm-hmm.
because she's also queer. Into the Gal Pal house you go.
So what's the actual gameplay of this game? All I've seen of it is clips of people
It
interacting
you
with their
literally have
Miis.
to make your own fun is the problem with it. Is like it has like little scenes where people bump into each other, they get crushes on each other, they do silly little things, but like you pretty much have to make your own fun by making like a bunch of crazy Miis and then like putting them in. It's like almost like you're putting a bunch of rats in a maze and there's cheese at one end, you know?
Is it
You
kind of
have to
like
really
Sims like that then? You got to tell them what to do?
It's kind of like Sims, yeah. You tell them what to do. You can go like buy things, and they like things. They level up, and you unlock more. It's like Animal Crossing,
Mm.
but with me characters and
And mini games?
no, it's basically Animal Crossing, yeah, with mini games, yeah.
Mm.
Although you can't decorate, you don't have a house to decorate. You can't catch bugs or fish,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't really decorate your Mii's houses either because you can change the wallpapers and the flooring, but like there are set furnitures for each room.
Right, okay.
And
I
so
like
far, I
that.
haven't unlocked any good ones, and I'm like, for God's sake, there's only like 1 or 2 rooms I actually like, and the rest I'm like, this will do until I find better ones.
Mm. I really like that there's no house decorating component because that is my least favorite part of any cozy game is the decorating.
Was it?
Yeah.
Do you feel stressed to live up to?
Not stressed,
Well,
just uninterested.
that's funny because that links to today's hyperfixation actually. A little bit.
Oh, spoiler.
A little hint for you. Store that away.
Okay, yeah. Oh, well, put that in the
Yeah,
bone.
no, the house decorating is like, I mean, my island looks fab because I spent ages making my island look fab. It looks kind of barren though because I've had to plot out where I want everyone's houses to go because I've already planned for all of the other evolutions to eventually be born onto the island.
Mm-hmm.
And originally I was gonna make my VTuber and Eevee have like 7 kids, and I was like, 7 kids is too much, so they're just gonna have the original 3 evolutions,
Mm-hmm.
and then Vaporeon's gonna have Leafeon and Glaceon. I know I'm going out of order, but I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Jolteon's gonna have Umbreon and Espeon, and Flareon's gonna have Sylveon.
Gosh.
But the thing is, Portia's hooked up with Beef, and so they're fine. And now I've got Billie Eilish running around on her own. So I think Billie Eilish is also going to end up with Jolteon because there's going to be nobody
God.
else on this island
This is
to
such
get
a
with.
chaotic island. You've got singers, you've
It's
got you,
so
and then you've got
chaotic.
Eevee.
I do. I'm like, what is going on? And then I'm gonna have to add another because I bought that really cute crow doll that's like a jester. I love him. Jesper
Yeah.
Sterling of Bells. I'm gonna throw him in as a me as well because I'm like, Flareon won't have anyone to date because I'm not having another kid with Billie Eilish and Church Mo and Ash because I'm like, I'm running out of queer women singers that I listen to add, which is bad on my part. I need more of those.
That's a
I
you
was
problem.
like, I don't know who else to add. I was like, I could add Sabrina Carpenter, and I was like, oh, but she's straight.
Mm.
I was like, it's not as girl powerly then, is it?
I don't know. I think Sabrina Carpenter would fit in well with that crowd.
She would fit in well with that crowd. She'd be an ally, but then like, I don't know. Maybe I will throw her in. Maybe if Ashniko and Church Mo get broody again,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'll add the entirety of the Dispatch cast. I won't. I can't be fucked.
Can they also die?
No, you can age them, so they can age with you.
Right.
But they can't die. You can just tell them to get the fuck off your island, though, if you get tired of them.
Okay, so you can evict them and replace them with something else.
It costs like 30 quid, but like I'm getting a lot of money each day. It gives you like £100 each day from the fountain because I've only got a certain amount of Miis, but I'm making a shit ton of money by selling all the treasure they give me for winning mini games.
Right, so that's
like,
how you earn money then, is the mini
yeah,
games.
I'm like, oh, thank you for the dinosaur. I'm going to sell it for £1,000.
Wow, okay.
I also made the Astral Pulse and a Pokeball, and when my VTuber and Eevee had Vaporeon, they were playing with a Pokeball with her, and I was like, oh my god.
That is cute.
I've seen people though who are like, oh, my Mii's have had a baby, and then it's playing with a gun.
Oh god.
It's playing with like a Glock, or like I've seen a bunch of Arcane characters being added, and they've got the hex strap.
Oh my god. The only like clips of this game that I've seen is someone made an island and put a load of US presidents in there. And then all of the presidents started falling in love with each other.
They made an IRL thingamabob island.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I liked that one a lot. But there's like one of them was like living in a drain or something, and they kept feeding him poison.
Okay, I don't think I've had that cutscene.
He was like underground, and then someone was feeding him poison, and then he'd be like, yummy, and then he'd eat it, and then just go green.
It's probably a cutscene that I haven't gotten. I don't know. I mean, I thought like, do I just make like me's like actual like just random me's with random names? Because there's people out there who like draw like they don't give them any facial features. They draw it all on, and they make the most beautiful looking characters. And they're like, I've made this character up. It's like an anime character-ish looking thing, and I'm like, what the fuck? Do you like it? I'd spend enough time in there adding lipstick and eyebrow hair and a little cupid's bow. You've sat here and done like an entire art piece on this me's face.
Oh wow! So you can like freehand it.
Oh yeah, you can freehand it. It's you can add it like on top of or beneath their facial features. I add it beneath, but then like sometimes when they talk it looks silly, but it's good enough for me, which is all that matters.
Mm. You should
That's all I care about.
you should post a picture of some of your me's on the Instagram.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll take some pictures and transfer them over to my phone and be like, "Behold."
I think that would be really, really
I
funny.
really I thought about drawing because obviously I love Ashnika and Billie Eilish and Chapel Roan. Anyway, I thought about like drawing some like art of them, like some of their promo art, maybe a piece from when they performed, and then their little Tomodach-eevee.
Yes.
Like, hey.
I think you
Added
should
these
do that,
violence.
and I think you should do it without any context. So only the people that listen to this will be like, "Oh, I see." Otherwise,
I just post it, nothing else, no tags.
yeah. Otherwise, it's like, what are
I
they
just
up to?
at them.
Mhm.
Oh, funny. Yeah, that was one thing I wanted to talk about today. And another thing I wanted to talk about is I've somehow ended up on a two completely separate scenarios.
Mhm.
I ended up on a bit of a rabbit hole with like medical journals and stuff, like actual published medical papers and shit.
Mhm.
And like one of them was I was just thinking to myself, like, oh, like I'm autistic. I don't actually know what the biological components of autism are, like what causes autism. Like I know people are like, oh, you're born with it, it's neurological. Yeah, that's great. But what's like the actual things? And so I was like Googling it. I was like, what causes it? And I got into this like medical, it was like this French thing as well. So it was like this big French paper about this. It was like an English like report on it, but the original like thing was French.
Mm.
And they were saying like, oh, in females with autism, especially the amygdala is enlarged. There's like a 17% decrease in how the connective neuron tissue works or something, which causes delayed social responses and
Damn, that
stuff.
seems like a lot.
That did seem like a lot to me. I was like, wow, that's a big chunk. But I suppose I think it's up to 17%. So that will probably be for people who like are almost non-verbal
Right.
or like really, really struggle. And it also it's what causes like a delayed response with problem solving, mathematics, that kind of stuff is what
Mhm.
is the vibe I got. And there were a few other things. There was like some gene things that were different. And like one of the genes was like this CRHH gene or something. And I was like, oh, what's that? And it's what creates your myelin.
Okay.
It's what's responsible for myelation. And I was like, oh, that makes sense because if autism is a neurological disorder, myelin is what sheaths the neurons and protects your nervous system, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then a thought occurred to me. I also went, myelin is the thing that sheds in your puberty and regrows.
Is it?
It is, yeah. It's why teenagers are so tired and so emotional. Part of it's hormones, part of it's that, but it's also why it's why a lot of disorders like personality disorders and schizophrenia don't show up until after this process is done, because there's a lot of factors that can actually cause damage during that time.
Mhm.
So like that's why it's very recommended, even if you are a casual like weed smoker. I don't care if weed should be legalized. It's not. I don't. But don't do it around teenagers because they're very vulnerable to developing like psychosis because
No
of
way.
like the myelin. Yeah. So I was like, oh, so when I got sick, I was about 14 years old when all this myelin was shedding.
Mm-hmm.
And people with autism, they have a 40 gene that is linked to the production of myelin.
Hmm.
Do you see the dots I'm connecting
I
here?
see. I see. I see. You've got the cork board behind you, and you're putting the
I
bits of
do. I do. I'm
string.
like, oh, I've
Yeah, I
connected
see
the
it.
dots. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I wonder if, because the leading theory with ME is that it's caused by a virus.
Mm.
And I didn't buy into that. I thought it was caused by the fact I had that 3-in-1 vaccine, which you shouldn't do. I'm very pro-vaccine, but do them one at a time. Have a 6-week period between them. Don't overload your immune system. Yada yada yada. And then I went to Florida, where it was baking hot and disgustingly humid.
And you thought you were going to die, and you wrote me a
And
postcard.
I did because we took off in like a hurricane. I didn't even realize you could do that. That was terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
But I always thought it was that. Actually, I'm wondering if maybe it was nothing, like there wasn't an outside thing. It was just something to do with when my myelin grew in. It didn't grow in right. Maybe it's not a very good quality, or maybe it grew in slow and there was damage done to my immune system during that time that has led to this. Because apparently there's also links to like increased inflammation and immunocompromisation with this gene.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, maybe it was nothing I did. Maybe I'm just genetically predispositioned to be like this, which is interesting in a way because that would answer a lot of questions, but also a bit depressing because it's like, oh, there might not be a lot I can do for myself to rectify that.
Yeah.
But
But
I just found it interesting.
you were also considering Lyme disease for a while, weren't you?
I was, yeah. Well, my mum was up my ass about that. She was like, "I think you have limes." I was like, "I don't think I have limes." And then she went quiet for about 6 years, and then was started up with the limes again recently. I think
Mm-hmm.
you have limes, and I went, "I will do a finger prick test." And I did a finger prick test, and it went, "You have limes." I was like, "Hmm." So I did like a full blood work, and they said you don't have limes. But if I did, it would be very delayed. Like I wouldn't have an active infection anymore. I'd have
Yeah, yeah.
post limes,
The
which I
long
don't think is
term.
detectable. Yeah, I
No.
don't think it's in your blood anymore anyway. But there's not much I can do about that if it's not detectable. So, but yeah, but then the other medical thing I was looking into was just now. I was like minding my own business on Instagram and someone was saying, like, well, placentas are caused by a retrovirus. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I looked at papers again and it is. I was
What?
like, I didn't realize placentas, so the development of placentas in mammals is caused by a retrovirus. And do you know what a retrovirus is?
No, I do not.
So another example of a retrovirus is HIV.
Okay.
And they are viruses that rewrite your RNA and change your DNA. So they like write themselves into your system.
But so you're saying that a virus is causing the development of a placenta?
Well, apparently about 8% of human genes come from retroviruses that happened like millions of years ago.
But how can that be? Because you also have to, like,
So
biologically be.
well, that's the thing. Apparently this retrovirus is like part of like I couldn't understand a lot of the gene talk they were talking about. I was like, I don't really get a lot of these sciencey terms. But from what I was able to pick up, that this was a pivotal turning point in like moving from an egg-laying species to a live birth species.
Oh my god, I feel like you're putting all the little red strings together on this corkboard and I'm just staring at it blankly. Like,
So
what's
I don't
happening?
understand the full connotations of it, but from what it sounds like is that a retrovirus is responsible for the fact that I have periods, and I'm very pissed off about it.
Is that true though? Because
Right.
everyone
Yes.
has periods.
So every human does because we have so for about, I think they estimate 50 million years ago is when this retrovirus infection happened in mammals, and I think it happened in apes. So it didn't happen in humans; it happened in like apes, and then we came from apes.
Do apes have periods?
Yes,
Do they?
apes menstruate. Yes.
Holy shit, I've learned something new.
I know. I know. Apparently, apes. So this was the video I was watching. This woman was like, "Okay, apes menstruate." I was like, "Yep, okay." Monkeys menstruate. Yep, okay. Some species of bats menstruate. Yep, okay. And the elephant shrew. I was like, "The elephant shrew? What?"
The elephant shrew. What
Yeah.
great company.
But
Elephant shrew, ape.
apparently this meant this menstruation is unique to like people who like form the type of placenta we form, because from what I don't know, don't quote me on this, but it seems like other mammals placentas aren't the same as ours, because I know like in dogs they have uterine horns and the puppies grow on the uterine horns,
What in the
so
world?
they're not stored in like the womb the same way like ours are.
Hmm.
And apparently, so the way this retrovirus like rewrote our DNA was actually like parasitic in nature.
Hmm.
And that's why the placenta like latches on and takes like mum's nutrients. And that's why, as a result, the human body has grown really thick lining.
Oh, that's why Bella Swan suffers so much and has to drink blood out
Must
of a
be
sippy cup.
so much, because like
Fuck,
her
yes.
her retrovirus in that baby was just too strong, and it was just like, let me latch on, mummy, to your actual uterus instead of like.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently, like that's the reason we moved from an egg-laying species. That's the reason why we have placentas. Placentas are the reason we have uterine lining. Uterine lining is the reason I have endometriosis. I would like to sue whichever virus thought this was a good fucking idea. I would much rather lay an egg each month.
See, I was about to say I am grateful I don't have to lay an egg each month.
Really? You'd rather have a period each month than lay an egg each month?
Well, if it was just one egg, like one chicken-sized egg.
Yeah, but it would also be like a squishy egg, because of like our we wouldn't. I suppose
Okay.
actually it would depend. It would depend if it's a squishy egg or like a hard egg.
If
'Cause if
it's a
it's like a
squishy
reptile egg
egg,
where it's all squishy, yeah, I'll do that.
yeah, I agree. But if it's like if it's like anything larger than a hard chicken egg, no.
Honestly, the cramps I get feel like I'm pushing out a fucking ostrich egg. So
Yeah, that's what I mean. If it was an
uh,
ostrich egg size,
yeah,
absolutely
fuck
not.
that.
That would be, yeah, no, not
I mean,
happening.
apparently, also the reason that human babies are so useless when they're born is because like the human body is so bad at like the gestational period that we can't fully gestate a baby to the point that like horses and other shit do. We have to push them out earlier, else they'll kill us.
Really?
Yeah, I despise that human biology is like this. This is so gross. Like no other animal has these fucking problems. Why are humans so badly designed?
I'm alarmed about how little I know about my own body and in a biological perspective. Like,
But I don't think we need to know these things. Scientists need to know these things. I don't need to know this.
yeah, I know, but then I see like one of these things that I'm interested in very, very vaguely, and that for some reason I get advertised a lot is these people that like use these stones to massage their face, like the lymph out of
Oh
their
yeah, like
face.
the lymph drainers. Those are really good actually. You should drain your lymphs.
Right, but I don't even know what my lymph is, and I don't know what the benefit is other than having like a really snatched looking face.
No, so your lymphatic system is like so you
Lymphatic.
lymphatic system is like so you have glands underneath your jaw that you will feel like swell up when you're sick. You have them like in your armpits, you have them in your groins and everything. You have them, they're basically like they're part of your immune response system. They're part of like what reacts when you get like a virus infection and
Yeah.
everything. And because we're always getting sick as humans and stuff, because we have different things that cause inflammation, a lot of the time in humans they don't get like clogged, they just kind of don't drain properly, because they're not like full of fluid in like a blood supply way, but they are like, we're humans, we're like 70% liquid or whatever it is. It's like
Mm.
you know, it's just part of the biological process. And apparently some people find like real relief from just making sure that their lymphs, I think mum does it, mum loves doing it, like
Really?
draining her lymphs. I think she uses a face roller and stuff. I've got like a face massager that like vibrates. And I just can't be bothered to use it every day. I'm gonna be honest.
I see it on the horizon for me. I like the idea of having a
If you
stone.
get a lot of like facial pain, if you get a lot of puffy eyes, if you get lots of like clogged nose, if you feel like you're holding a lot of mucus in your sinuses, if you feel like, you know, your throat's quite tender when you move your neck, your armpits and boobs are quite tender, then it's probably worth draining your lymphs.
Well, well, thank you for that science lesson, Dr. Teddy.
This is just what I've heard. I'm not a lymph expert. All I know is that my lymphs don't do their fucking job. They don't come up when I'm sick anymore. They've given up.
Oh yeah, we should probably caveat this by saying that neither of us have any medical
Neither of us have any
expertise.
medical expert. No. So we've spoken about house decorating, which links back to kind of what we're talking about today with
Mm-hmm.
my fix, and also ironically, like babies, kind of link back to today as well. So
You're telling me that your hyperfixation is to do with both babies and decorating?
yes,
Oh god, okay.
yes.
And it's not Sims.
Hmm.
Oh.
It's adjacent.
Okay.
I thought we could talk about both my thing and also how it links to Sims.
Okay. Is it? Oh god. Is it? Okay. Is it another video game?
Yes.
Okay, right. And it's not Sims, but it's like Sims.
Yes. And I think I've
Okay.
spoken to you about it before, and I think I've spoken on this podcast about it before a
I
long,
swear to
long time
God,
ago.
we should just rebrand this podcast as video game chat because every single week we come back to it.
Listen,
Um,
I video games are so good. They're
hmm,
so versatile. There's so many genres and options.
right, let me think about this. So it's a game like Sims that's got both house decorating and you can have babies in it.
And genealogy, yeah.
A genealogy.
Yeah, so like family tree stuff.
Okay, okay. Is it fantasy?
No, no, it's realistic. It's not, it's like very stylized but realistic.
Hmm. Um, I don't know.
I have mentioned it on here before.
Have you? Okay.
Yes. And here's the kicker, it's not actually out yet.
Oh, Jesus, wept.
Yeah. It will be
Oh,
by the time this
bloody
recording
hell.
goes live.
I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be, ooh, and I remember what it's called.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's going to be, um,
Come on, you got this.
it's not, it's not Life is Strange, is it? It
No.
is,
It does
ah,
have like the word life in it, sort of.
now I'm just thinking about that movie Bugs Life.
No,
um,
no, away from the bugs.
um, um, baby life, baby decorate baby life. Um, uh, give me the first letter.
P.
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 Oh, for fuck's sake.
P.
P. Pa. Pl.
P.
Plife. Plife. Ple. Pa.
Pa-
Palia? No.
No, that's what you like.
Yeah, I like Palia. I know what it is.
Do you want to throw in the towel?
Give me a
Shall I
second letter.
update this? P-A. It's 3 syllables, so pa something lives.
Paralives.
Yes!
Yippee!
Yeah, I've mentioned Paralives on here
Paralives.
before. It comes out on the 20th, which as of recording, it's the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
So it is now just over a week away.
Woohoo!
I'm very excited. It comes out in beta access, so it isn't the full game, but I've been following this game for years. And it is essentially an indie version of The Sims.
Mm.
Better functions, and there are going to be some things that's changing obviously, and some things I'll prefer in The Sims versus that, but I am getting sick and tired of EA ramping up the cost of The Sims. they've really pissed me off with the marketplace, and
Mhm.
I'm ready to wash my hands of the Sim franchise as much as it breaks my heart.
That's crazy because you're one of the biggest players of it, I reckon.
From the start, been grinding at it all on my like Nintendo DS.
Oh my
I
god, I
just
keep losing you and then you come back really, really quick.
do I?
Yeah,
Oh, it might be your
mysterious.
Wi-Fi. Is my Wi-Fi stable? Yeah, my Wi-Fi is stable. Uh-oh.
Okay, that's fine.
Uh-oh.
Carry on.
You're
Tell
losing.
me more.
Beep 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 boop.
Come in.
um, just me basically being fed up with EA and the direction they're taking with the Sims and how expensive it is for how little you get, and
Mhm.
I'm just like, I mean, I don't know how expensive Paralives is going to be, but like they already have rounded things in place. They already have like, they've brought back the like, you can choose your own furniture colors and stuff, which The Sims 3 had, and then they sort of gave up on The Sims 4.
What do you mean rounded? What do you mean by that?
So you can make like rounded rooms and stuff, and The Sims have added that, but
Oh.
it's like a really shit function. It's really not very good.
Mhm.
Furniture does not look good. Trying to stick it, like the windows are like kind of shit. The curtains don't look good on a rounded window. They've like not got any rounded curtains, and it's like, you piece of shit.
Mm.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle, but so the building looks a lot better. There seems to be a lot more terrain things. I don't know because I'm not fully from I will be accessing beta, but I wanted to like preemptively talk about it before it comes out.
Mm. This is interesting because, like I said, decorating for me is the absolute bottom of the barrel of things that I want to be doing in a video game. But for you, it's very important.
I love the house building and the decorating side of things.
Mhm.
Especially because this is going to have the function that The Sims 3 had where you can change the color of things. I think it's for you can change, so you can choose. They've got like color sliding wheels, I think, for hair and maybe eyes, but definitely for hair. So you can give your paras, as they're called, any hair color you want,
Mm.
which is fun. I'm not restricted to like 10 different hair colors or something.
Right, were you
But
still
also,
restricted in Sims on hair color? That seems
yeah,
crazy.
I know it's really shitty. To be fair, it's because it's inheritable, but like so is Paralives. It's all gonna be inheritable. You can have like children and grandchildren, and they age up and then they die. And I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. I love a bit of genealogy in a game. I love building a family tree.
I know you do.
Um, I think you can color wheel like different aspects of clothing. You can definitely do it on the furniture. So like I don't have to go through a limited number of swatches and be like, oh, this is the perfect sofa, but the grain wood is like really red, and the wood grain in this place is like really dark and yellow toned, and it's not going to fit in, or it's going to look stupid. I can just go in and go boop,
Mm.
change that,
Huge.
perfect fit. That's what you used to do in The Sims 3. I did not care for The Sims 3. I think they looked fugly, but it had a lot of great content. It had like a massive amount of content. I will
Mm.
give it that, and that wheel was some of the best. Was the best option that you had. That was that you could change like everything. I was like, oh, but then they got rid of it
I don't
for
think I
Sims
remember
4.
Sims 3. I think the peak of my Sims enjoyment was Sims 2, and then I must have skipped 3 and gone straight to 4.
I think as well, like when Sims 3 was like coming out, it was like when we were at the point in our schooling when we were having to really knuckle down.
Mm. Actually, no, that's a lie. I do remember it because I think you came round with it. It only just
Probably.
been out, and then you showed me it, and I was like, you know, in those moments of your life where you're like, I am seeing a miracle before my eyes. Like,
Wow.
this is such an evolution on Sims 2. I
It,
genuinely
you
thought,
know what it was? It was like, as much as I hate how they made like your Sims look in the eyes, because the eyes were always such a light color no matter how dark you tried to make them.
mm,
As much as I like hate a lot of those features compared to the Sims 2, like the engine they used and everything, all the assets they made, all of the characters, like it was such a glow up.
mm.
But you know what, Sims 2 it still stands victorious as one of the best Sims games.
Yeah, I remember being so thoroughly addicted to that one.
You
Like,
can make as many neighborhoods as you want.
mm-hmm.
You can stick down as many properties of different sizes as you want. You can decorate the neighborhood however you want.
I was using
It
all
had
the cheat codes as well that were
yeah,
available.
yeah, Rosebud, Motherload.
Motherload, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's actually like the Rosebud thing, because in my Sims playthrough that I'm doing at the moment, when my Sim won the lottery and got 1 million for it,
Oh my
and it was like
gosh.
and one of the achievements was Rosebud earn 7 figures or something. I was like, oh my god.
That's nice. Little throwback.
Yeah, I was like, that's cute. And so like there's Sims has a lot of history like that, but the direction that EA is going with it is very max profit for very
Corporate.
minimal content.
Mm.
And like usually it's like quality or quantity, it
Mm.
feels like they're giving us neither. It feels like they're giving us the bare minimum and also like doing the bare minimum.
Mm.
Like it's kind of like meh. And the marketplace is basically where simmers are now putting up their creations that they've made for you to buy and put in the game. And it's like I can just do that with mods.
Mm.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to capitalize on like modders wanting to also make a pittance because they'll be probably taking the bulk of the money.
Mm. Yeah. I'm interested to know how your Sims are getting on in your YouTube playthrough.
They're doing all right. I think I uploaded the last of my recordings the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and the twins are aged up, and they have found some partners.
Oh boy.
So
Okay. I need to tune into the next one then because
you might have to catch up. But
I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I mean, last I checked, they just graduated into children.
yeah, you're behind. You're really
Mm-hmm.
behind.
I'm
I mean,
behind.
I'm looking at my content and I'm like, oh, I've managed to like, I'm cutting down like 2.5 hours into like 25 minutes because a lot of it is just grinding.
That's so much
But
work.
I won't be recording para lives. I will be in my moment. I will be in
Enjoying
my,
it.
I will be thriving. I will be embracing myself. I'll be taking my sweet fucking time,
Mm-hmm.
doing whatever I want because I'm so ready. And I'm going to create some paras and in the beta, and I'll move them onto the full game, and I will create a legacy. It will be like when I was in school and I had a Sims game that I'd been playing for years, and I had like 700 Sims in
Yeah, and you
that
had like their
family.
whole fucking life.
Yeah. Do you remember like I'd make the family trees and I'd show you, and they'd be like massive.
Yeah, you'd have a family forest, let alone family tree. There'd
I would.
be
I still remember I had like these two parents, one was ginger and one was blonde, and they had all ginger kids and they had all ginger grandkids. And then like one of the great grandkids was like blonde. I was like, oh my god, recessive genes are a thing in The Sims too. It like blew my mind. I was like, oh my god.
Oh dear, I remember that. I remember those days very fondly. And your obsession with
I
tracking
mean,
them
I
all.
was so amazed that coding could do that. But I love genealogy in general.
Mm.
I love a good family tree. I love creating a lineage.
Mhm.
I love mixing two people together and seeing what their baby would look like. I'm like, oh, this is great. I do it
Mhm.
with my ducks. I'm like, oh, you look just like your mummy or daddy. Like Bug is starting to get a bit piebald,
Mhm.
sort of like not an albino mallard, but the one where they're white but they're not albino. I can't remember what it's called. And I'm like, oh, he's getting some of her coloring from her because otherwise he looked just like his daddy. He just was like a spitting image of Reed. And I'm like, oh no, he looks a bit like both mum and dad. I love it. I love it.
Oh, cute. Have you done
I
your own
thrive.
genealogy?
Yeah, I did my ancestry. I'm white as fuck. There's not
Yeah,
a
same.
drip of anything else in me. There's nothing. I think I'm like 50% Scottish, 40% English, and then the rest of me is like French, Irish,
Ooh, a bit
and
of
the
French.
Netherlands. Yeah, a bit of French. I think on my dad's side. The
Mhm.
Netherlands is from my mum's side,
Mhm.
and I think the Irish is from my dad's side as well. But that makes sense because my dad said that my nan's family came over from Ireland,
Mm.
I think,
When I
years
did
and years and years
mine,
ago.
I got English, Welsh, Scottish, and then 10% Norwegian,
Ooh,
and
I was
then
really hoping I'd get some Norwegian.
a little curveball, 0 to 3% Vietnamese.
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 It makes sense though. Your hair is so straight
It
and
does
so
not
dark.
fucking make sense. No one in my family has ever met anyone from Vietnam, let alone shagged them.
Well, it must be there. It must be there.
0 to 3%, I think they just put it in there to spice things up a little bit.
No,
'Cause it's
I don't think
boring.
so. You might want to recheck it though, because they've like really narrowed down like how they specify things. So it could have changed to like a more apt percentage. Depends what you use. I just use Ancestry.
I did
I
use
really want
Ancestry
I really
too.
want to do I really want Dandy to do one because obviously their family was here in the UK and then they moved over to Australia.
Mm.
And I think it would be really fun if they did one and then they like connected to family members like here in the UK and saw like what their European genealogy is.
Mm-hmm.
And also obviously because like their family are white Australians, they would have also come over from Europe
Yeah.
on the dad's side as well, just obviously like a few centuries beforehand.
Mm.
So because their surname, I'm not gonna dox you on here, babe, but their surname they think is a misspelling of another surname, and
Mm-hmm.
the original surname could be Irish in origin or something like that, or it could be like Scottish or something. So like it would be interesting to see if they actually do have family members that are like actually with this other surname and it
Mm.
was a misspell, or if they still have the same surname and actually it's not a misspell like they think it is.
Mm. Funny you say about
But
Australia, because when I did my ancestry thing, and this was like a long, long time ago, like 7 or 8 years ago, I did it, I think. I got
mm,
like, you get the map of where other people with your surname live.
yeah,
I
I
got
mean,
like,
my fucking everywhere.
mine was,
Yours
yeah,
is an odd one.
yeah, but I got a big hotspot, obviously, from where we're both from. And then I got a
Yeah.
very big hotspot in Australia.
Oh, are there a lot of them in Australia?
Apparently so. And then obviously I went on LinkedIn because I'm a freak and I typed in my own name to see. And then I connected with someone with my surname on LinkedIn who is in Canada and works in the
Oh
same
wow.
industry that I work in. And they even sent me a message and they were like, what the fuck? And I was like, what? Yeah.
You're like, this is crazy. Do you know what's fucking weird is that I did my ancestry and I was like checking like what who I'm linked with, and I have a second cousin who lives in America or
Mm-hmm.
something, and my nan said, yeah, that'll be so and so's kids who moved over there. I was like, cool, awesome, sounds great. And then there I think I've got a family member in Australia who's in the same city that Dandy lives in,
Oh my God.
but like a much older, more distant family member.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
how crazy is that?
It's so weird, isn't it? Imagine, oh God, imagine doing
Weird.
an ancestry thing and finding out you're related to Donald Trump.
Okay, maybe we don't put that on the podcast.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. What a
maybe
shock.
make a note of that. That was such a visceral reaction
Yeah.
from deep inside of me that just came out. I'm so sorry.
We should blur that out and leave, like, no.
Leave our reaction in there of us just being like, oh my god.
Oh, bloody hell. Anyway, maybe it's time
Fucking
to wrap
hell.
up. How about that?
You know what? I... Oh shit. Okay.
I'm trying to make a note of what you just said, and it's corrected Donald Trump's name to Fondle Trump.
You know what? That's accurate, innit? I'm sorry.
Fondle. I don't want to fondle that man. Jesus Christ.
No, as in he's
Oh my God. We gotta get rid of
maybe
that
we
as
blur
well.
that one out as well.
For fuck's sake, just stop mentioning anything to do with him because this is not going well. Ay, ay,
Oh my
ay.
gosh. Oh,
Right.
fucking hell.
Let's take
We
some
have
credit.
fun here. We have
we
fun
have
here.
we have fun here. We must keep telling people that we are having fun.
We're having fun, we swear.
Oh dear.
Yeah, well, I'll just go ahead and take credit first because I've already got it on my mind.
Do it, dude.
I'm very proud that I built my snake vivariums because one of my snakes got sick. I took her to the vet and I was like, "Oh, this is her setup." And she went, "Oh, that's not very good setup." And I went, "Oh, but that's what the breeder told me." And she was like, "Yeah, it's a misconception that they like that kind of setup." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So I spent a lot of money
Mhm.
on new vivariums for the pair of them.
Mhm.
Which are heating up now, but I don't have enough bedding, so I'm getting some more bedding because I was like, oh, these things are actually a lot bigger than I thought they'd be. So But I'm gonna hopefully go out, find some sticks, put some sticks in there. They'll climb all over them. It'll be great. Problem is, I injured myself setting them up. I fucked up my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I take credit for doing the damn thing. Maybe minus points for busting my knuckle up in the hinge of my bureau when I was shifting it over to make room for them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whoopsies.
Big whoopsie. Big old bruise.
Big bruise. It's gnarly.
Ay, yeah, yeah. What are we gonna do with you?
I know.
Well, I will take credit for I have been trying to get the hot housemate that I live with to watch the Hobbit films with me. And he doesn't
Yeah,
like
how's
them.
that going?
He doesn't
Oh
like them. He
no.
likes them, but he takes the piss out of them, and I like them genuinely. I like them a lot. They're very nostalgic for me, and I like them a lot. And I take credit for not snapping at him for being a prick about my films,
Yeah,
because
that's good though.
I know
That's
full
good.
well that they are a silly, fun, stupid, goofy time, and they're way too long. You don't need to keep telling me that, George. Okay?
Man that I live with, how dare you?
Man, that a hot housemate needs to pipe
Hot
down
house
when it
Matt
comes to
needs
the
to
Hobbit.
calm down, boy. Down, boy.
So I'm going to take credit for, yeah, I am still watching them. Yeah, they are too long, but Richard Armitage can get it.
He can get it.
Jesus
But I don't
Christ.
think he's for the girls.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I mean,
I'm a look, not touch, you know?
yeah, exactly. You can
Yeah,
look
yeah, yeah.
politely.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not doing it
Looking-
politely.
Looking respectfully, but a little bit saucily.
Yeah, sure. I'll respectfully look at Richard Armitage and think about how gorgeous he is.
He is quite a gorgeous, gorgeous man.
Yeah, even when he's playing a dwarf, who'd have thought it?
I mean, to be honest, they did doll him up as a dwarf. They didn't give him the big beard, the big nose. I think
Yeah.
originally in the book he's supposed to be like a crusty old man,
Yeah,
but they were like,
but they
nah.
They did give him a prosthetic nose, which I think is kind of crazy because he has a big nose anyway, and that is like 99% of the appeal for me is that he's a big nose boy.
Yeah, but they wanted to like hook it up, didn't they? It's like
Yeah.
really prominent.
And I'm like,
I think
fuck yeah, dude.
I think they almost wanted to make him look a bit shady because a lot of villains often have like that crooked nose, almost like a beak, like a crow's beak.
Love
I think
it.
they were trying to imply that the gold madness will come. He's a bit
Yeah.
he's a bit of a shady one, but even though he's not, he's just a
I
dwarf.
just love it, man. Love him.
You love Richard, and Poppy loves Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, and you love Murdoch from Gorillaz.
I mean,
That's
he's
what
not
we've
really a real
established so
person.
far. No.
Yeah,
but-
I don't think I have a crush on and like I'll be like, oh, they're so hot, oh, they're so fine, but like I'm not like gagging over them anymore. I'm like,
Gagging.
like Oscar Isaac, hot. Pedro Pascal, hot. Chapel Roan, really hot. Ashnikko, would. But I think I have a thing for older men and women my own age.
Okay, that's fine. That's good.
Oh no! You know what?
Oh, no. Here we go.
Tell a lie. Jeff Goldblum.
I was gonna say, I feel like you're chatting shit here because
Oh, that man.
you were getting a bit high and mighty. Then I'm above this crushing on men. You know.
No, I thought it was just like I was like, oh, maybe I'm done with that era of my life. But no, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, he doesn't do
He's-
it for me, so you can have him, and I'll have Richard Armitage.
I
Hi,
feel
Richard,
like
if you're
he's just
listening, big
the
fan.
older he's getting and the weirder he's getting, the more attracted I am to him.
That's
I'm
fun.
just like, I watched The Island of Dogs with my friend and his girlfriend, and one of the dogs was speaking. I was like, "Is that Jeff Goldblum?"
Oh, the Isle of
like,
Dogs,
not even-
that cartoon type thing.
Yeah, and it's like not even his face or anything. I'm like, "Is that Jeff Goldblum? Is Jeff Goldblum's dog the gossipy dog?" I fucking love it. It's
Your
perfect.
Goldblum senses were tingling.
Right, they were tingling.
I
but
think that film is weird as fuck, by the way.
it was a great film.
I
It
don't
had
like it.
there was I think it was layered with metaphors. Like the actual storyline, if you just watch the actual storyline, it is weird, but if you like look at it as like sort of like folks tales where they like actually have a secret meaning and it's all like
Yeah.
it was definitely about like acceptance of yourself, and like that I'm a dog, I bite kind of thing, being like, if you're hurt you lash out, and sometimes you don't know why. And I was like, oh, I really like the metaphor side of thing, and it was just really creative.
It
But
is very
we're
creative, yeah.
we're off topic. We need to round up. We've been here for like an hour. It's a long one, and not even most of it was talking about Sims. Most of it was talking about other things. So
It's actually okay. We are only on 50 minutes, so cool your
no, we're
jets.
doing all right then. Okay, that's all right. But still, are we? Do you want to yap some more, or shall we round it out?
Let's round it out. Hit me with your
Let's
line.
round it out. I shall. I shall. Silence in the auditorium, please. Thank you so much for listening. That's all we have for today, but it is far from all we have to say. Next week, who knows? Maybe we'll talk about your hyperfixation. Tune in to find out. Bye.
Thank you, bye.